Welcome back, Mark's Garage Channel. Haven't been out in the garage in a while because it's been freezing up here. This is the first day we've had in about a week that it's been above freezing. So it's like 37 degrees out today. I want to try to get this steering wheel off. I've tried this before. There's an old video of mine. You might have seen it where I tried to get this off with a steering wheel puller and it just bent the bolts. So I went out and bought some grade 8 bolts. I got the puller. I just put this as a bearing cap or a cap from a universal joint. I'm going to try to avoid screwing up these threads any more than they're already screwed up. I want to get this steering wheel off, and I'm going to pull the shaft and I'll pull the steering box out and rebuild it. So there's the setup I got. Grade 8 bolts, the puller, bearing cap, and you know, this is going to walk around a little bit. This walks on here. That's what rooms the threads. So I'm going to get the half-inch ratchet now and start cranking on this. See if I get this steering wheel to move. The light's not that good, but I'm going to give it a shot. See what happens. Yeah, that's so tight I can't even turn it anymore. So I might go to the breaker bar. What someone else told me once was, once you get it that tight, you give it a tap with a hammer and it should just pop. Apparently, you need a bigger hammer or it's not ready to go yet. So, get a breaker bar, hold the steering wheel, and try to crank it some more. I'm afraid what I'm probably doing is just mushrooming the threads on that piece. Wow. Oop, something broke. Hope it was the steering wheel coming loose. Loosen it up and see what's going on. Well, I can't get the bearing cap off until I gotta take these off again just to get that bearing cap out of the way, see if it's moving. So let me shut this off and remove everything. I'll get back to it. I just want to show you this. I got some light here. I'm going to try to zoom in real close right there. See how bad those threads are? That's from me cranking on there. Now, hopefully I can clean those up with a file and get that to work. But if not, I have a spare steering box and a shaft from a Chevy, the 48 Chevy frame that I had. So I have extra parts. I'm not too concerned, but I still want to get this steering wheel off. And I'm wondering if this thing's moving at all. And I can't tell with the bearing cap on. So I'm going to put this all back together again with that steering wheel puller and see what happens. Alright, so I got it set up again. Put the tripod over here. Let you guys watch when I tighten it up. So I can pull that back a little. Well, the camera died just before it popped it off, but see, it comes off now, it goes right back on. So that's one thing done. I just want to show you why I'm pulling the steering box on this truck. Check this out. So I'm all the way to the left. I'm going to go around 1, 2, almost 3. So about 2 3/4 turns on the steering wheel. I come over to here on this. This is the spare I have. I gotta get up on a step. You can see I put a mark there, and I'm all the way one way or the other. But I'm gonna go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and almost 1/4. So that tells me that I probably put this steering box together incorrectly. So I'm going to pull it out and do it again. So I hit the threads with a file, and I tried to put this is a grade 8 nut. And I'm just trying to recut the thread. So I guess I could have done this with a die if I had the right one. Of course, it's not going to stay on there because you see the threads are really buggered up right there. It looks like it looks like I pushed it down and took a thread right out. What I've been going at it with is this file, just trying to get the thread to go back, you know, so I have something to put the nut on. So once you put the nut down on it once, pushes everything back in place. But this seems to be sticking out, so I've been kind of trying to make it go away. So I was really inspired this past weekend. We went up to the swap meet up in Springfield, West Springfield, about an hour and a half away. And, you know, I didn't see anything I could really buy. You know, a couple cars there were pretty cool to look at, but I ran into the guy who runs the show for the car show for the Barnum Festival. It's going to be June 1st this year, 2024. So I kind of said, well, that should be my goal, is to get this truck to that show. And I told him that, and he says, yo, you could always tow it. I was like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. It runs, drives, and stops at this point, has registration, and it's literally, I want to say 4 or 5 miles from here. So I'm pretty sure I can make it there. Making it back, I might have to tow it, who knows. But no, I hope we'd have it straightened out by then. What I was thinking about was pulling the front clip off so I can get at that steering box and maybe fix some oil leaks. The front seal seems to be leaking on this truck. I'd rather have no leaks than have to, you know, what do? You go to a show, you put a drip pan underneath? Is that the protocol? So, I don't know.